Good morning. I'm sorry, y'all. Good afternoon. I am sorry. Good afternoon, guys. I hope that you're having a great day. I hope that you had a wonderful evening. I hope all is well and safe with your families and friends. All right. Today will be my first day of speaking on things that matter, things of importance when it comes to us as a people. Okay. And I'm going to speak the truth. I'm going to be as honest and raw as I can possibly be. And then again, this is not to hurt anyone's feelings or to pass judgment on anybody. All right. We all saw what happened last night and yesterday with Brianna. And it is a tragedy in itself. We as Black women are are the most disrespected women in the country. Do our lives matter? Or do buildings matter? So, they took a lot of time to board up buildings, right? They took a lot of time to protect the buildings. But what are they doing to protect us as Black women? Now, I know, yes, my brothers have been attacked and are always going to be attacked. Going all the way back to the dawn of man, has the Black man been attacked along with the Black woman. Sandra Bland was not the first. Brianna is not going to be the last. But last night, I was doing a lot of thinking. I was talking to my daughter, and we came up with a lot of things within that discussion. A lot of different topics. A lot of things that resonated with me and her. And yet, she's 20 years old, but she has a wise soul and a wise mind. I'm going to get into it. And this upload is called Dear Fellow White People or Caucasians. Whatever you guys choose to go by. But when someone says Black Lives Matter, you do not have the right to get offended. You do not have a right to turn it around and make it all about you and say all lives matter. This is not about your rights. It's not about making sure you know that police lives matter too. It's not a contest or a war to be won of whose lives matter the most. No one is arguing that white lives matter because it has never been an issue. There is no need to remind anyone that white lives matter. The world is reminded every day when white privilege affords you more rights and freedoms than any other race, without a question or concern, simply because of the color of your skin. The Black Lives Matter movement is not an attack on you. It is not racist. It is not trying to take your rights away or make you a lesser citizen. The Black Lives Matter movement is a cry for a change. It's about equality. And it's about championing for justice. It's about being heard and respected as human beings. Wouldn't you be frustrated if your voice was being ignored? Wouldn't you stage sit-ins and hold protests if your human rights didn't apply to you the same way that they do to everyone else? The civil unrest hasn't just arrived out of nowhere. It's the eruption of years and years of built up frustration from a group of people who have been persecuted, killed, and enslaved at the hand of white people for centuries. Saying things like all lives matter and blue lives matter does exactly what white privilege has always allowed you to do. It disempowers the message and silences the voices of my people. So, if I can ask you, fellow white people, for one thing, it's this: just stop. Drop the phrase, all lives matter. Stop taking the message and making it yours. And instead of being on the defense, anytime a person of color speaks up about the way their family, friends, and culture are being mistreated and abused by an unjust society, we need to close our mouths. And you need to open your ears. Because what is happening to the black members of my community, it's not okay. It's not okay for a human life to be taken away so easily and without repercussion. It's not okay for the color of someone's skin to determine their character, social status, or quality of life. It's not okay for my children to grow up fearing they may be gunned down by the same people that are supposed to protect them. It is not okay for a disproportionate amount of black men and women to be incarcerated for the same petty crimes that white people get a slap on the wrist for. And it's not okay for it to be 2020 and still have racially biased lawmakers, judicial authorities, and protective services running shit. It's not fucking okay. And it's not okay to sit back and say, well, this is a black issue, so it doesn't really affect me. Because it sure as hell does. The mistreatment of any member of a society affects all of the people within it. And even though you as white people, you can never imagine the feeling of prejudice or amount of racial profiling that we, people of color, have to deal with every single day. There's still plenty that you can do to provoke change. Listen, educate yourself, show your support, respect black culture. Don't be a culture vulture, but respect our culture. Get angry, get involved. Stand up for what's good and what is right. Teach your kids Black Lives Matter. Because the more voices that speak up, the harder it is to drown them out. I usually don't discuss in and outs of politics, race, or religion. But I'm sad that this is 2020 and we still need to be having these conversations. That being said, you need to have this conversation. We need to have this conversation. Stop pretending that racial inequality doesn't exist because after yesterday, it does. Stop making excuses. And please don't be uncomfortable to talk about it. Spread that message. Because something is terribly wrong if the pain, sorrow, and outrage of the people makes you more uncomfortable than murder itself. And that's quoted by Rupert Carroot. I'm a mother of 3. A beautiful, beautiful, strong black young man and 2 beautiful, beautiful, strong black women. There's a lot that flows through my veins. There's a lot of different ethnicities that flow through me and through them. But when people look at me, they don't see Creole. They see a black woman. And when they look at my children, they see a black man and black women. Now, I've heard people say that they are Native American on here, however you call it, an Indian. Well, politically correct, the Native Americans find that offensive. So from now on, it's Native American. The disrespect of the black woman runs deep. We were disrespected from the moment we were born. Not only are we disrespected from our own people, but within other races too, who hate our black skin, but really want our beautiful black skin. That hate our kinky hair, but really low-key want our kinky hair. That despise our beautiful brown eyes, because they know that our eyes hold all the secrets of the world. We as black people were here before anybody. Let that be known. We are the true people. And when you people start to understand that and understand your role and allowing us to be who we are and speak what we speak about, and for you to listen and not judge. So instead of embracing our music, instead of embracing our clothing, instead of embracing the way we walk and the way we talk, instead of embracing our beautiful bodies and our wide hips and our big butts, embrace our intelligence. Embrace us as a people who without us, nothing within this world would exist. Because it exists off of the backs of us and others who you will consider a minority. They are killing us one by one. The coronavirus, do you think that is a mistake? Do you think that it is a mistake that we as black people, supposedly, if we believe the data, are the ones that are dying from coronavirus? We people, my people, deserve to be here. We deserve the equality and the justice, just as well as our white people do. And until you start looking at us as people and not animals who deserve to be treated like as such, nothing will ever change. We have contributed to the world as much, if not as more, than any other race. So what is it about us that you despise? Our beautiful skin, our boisterous voices, our beautiful bodies, our intelligence, or the fact that we are waking up to understand that this United States is not united, at least not for us. Tonight, I have a live planned, and it will be about the Black woman is the most disrespected woman. And I would love for all of the women and men to join me in that live. And what I'm asking you before I even press that live button, because I do not want to waste my time if no one is there to listen, because then what is the point? Because if we as Black people do not want to listen and entertain anything other than drama, anything other than another woman backing down and degrading another woman, then it's really going on deaf ears. We have said a lot to each other and about each other within this community. And it starts with us to change it. And I will be the one that will be willing to make that change. But are you willing to make it with me? You guys go around and you say, keep it YouTube. Okay, do that. But also, can we keep it respectful? Can we keep it real? Can we keep it honest? Do you want to hear another Black woman or another Black man tearing down another woman or another Black man? Is that what you want to hear? Or do you want to come together for the common goal? This community has so many people who can make change. Fuck keep it YouTube. YouTube is going to be YouTube. What is done to you will be done to another. The women in our community, there's so many, that they are the epitome of a queen, of a strong Black diamond, who are unapologetic. And I can name a few. So I'm calling on you. You know who you are. The strong Black diamond, the natural, the unapologetic, the smart, the classy, the Nubian queen. All of us. All of you. So support another Nubian queen tonight. And we'll see. Are you guys about change? Do Black lives really matter? Do how we feel and think about ourselves really matter? And who amongst this community is willing to stand with me and show that, yeah, we do? And the Black woman deserves the respect and the admiration that rightfully hers. So, tonight, I hope that you join me. However, it will all depend on the comment section. A lot of YouTubers, we as content creators, it's kind of hard for us to create content when we do not know what our target audience wants. If you want us to succeed, and if you want us to teach, if you want us to speak on things that matter, you as supporters have to chip in. We want to keep it entertaining, but we also want to keep it informative. At least I do. And I know that there are a couple of other women on here as well. Are you about the drama? Are you about the belittlement of us to continue to go on YouTube? You see our black women and our black men marching through the cities of Chicago, New York, Kentucky, Atlanta. Their feet are on the ground. Boots are on the ground. Who's willing to take the reins on this social media and put our stamp on history? So with that being said, you hold the cards. Let me know. If not, the live will be canceled and I will speak on something else. But this has to be a collective discussion, dialogue with white and black alike. There is no side when it comes to us. We do matter. And until we can come together and say that to one another that we do matter, nothing will ever change on this social media, which is nothing but a huge distraction to distract us for what's really going on with COVID. With the fact that they're trying to depopulate us. The fact that they're taking our organs, using our cells, harvesting our eyes. Everything, anything with melanin goes really high on the black market today. So, with that being said, I hope you guys have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your day. Remember that you do matter. You are smart. You are an African queen. You wear that afro. Be unapologetic. Proud of your roots. Strong black diamond. Educated, classy, Nubian, melanated queen. And it's time for us to make our ancestors proud. We wouldn't have nothing, none of this, without our ancestors paving the way for us to be where we are today and for our children to be in the future and their children. But if we don't put a nip in it now, what is the future of your children? What is the future of my children? What is the future of your grandchildren and mine? Think about that. Stand up, speak up, or get out the way. Peace.